Headlines flash across Manila, Tokyo, and Washington. Chinese Coast Guard uses water cannon on Philippine supply boat. Tensions spike in the West Philippine Sea. For the Philippine Navy, these headlines are reality. A small, aging vessel heads to resupply the BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal. Suddenly, massive Chinese Coast Guard ships appear, shadowing and intimidating the Philippine boat. A water cannon slams into the Philippine boat, shattering windows and drenching the crew. Outmatched, the Filipino sailors hold on, their resolve unbroken. The Philippines faces a superpower neighbor claiming almost the entire South China Sea. In this crucible of tension, new alliances are being forged. The world is watching. History has a way of turning old adversaries into new allies. Less than a century ago, the Philippines and Japan were enemies in war. Today, they are crucial security partners. The catalyst? China's sweeping claims in the South China Sea and aggressive actions in the East China Sea. Both Tokyo and Manila now find themselves on the front line of China's expansionist ambitions. They share a fundamental interest in upholding international law and freedom of navigation. This shared vulnerability has become the bedrock of a strategic partnership. Japan, once hesitant to engage militarily overseas, now sees the stability of the South China Sea as vital to its own security. A threat to the Philippines is a threat to Japan's economic lifeline. This realization has unlocked a new era of defense cooperation. Japan's advanced technology and navy are helping Manila bridge its defense gap. By strengthening the Philippines, Japan is creating a more stable, regional environment, one that benefits both nations. It's a strategic masterstroke, turning a partner in need into a frontline defender of the rules-based order. Real partnerships are built on action, not words. Japan is backing up its alignment with the Philippines through significant military assistance. The most visible impact: Japan's transfer of TC-90 King Air surveillance aircraft to the Philippine Navy. These planes extend the Navy's reach, allowing it to monitor vast stretches of ocean and track Chinese vessels. The result? The Philippines now has maritime domain awareness it never had before. Japan has also supplied the Philippine Coast Guard with large, modern, multi-role response vessels, like the BRP Teresa Magbanua. These ships enhance the Philippines' ability to maintain a presence in contested waters. Discussions are underway for even more significant transfers, including decommissioned destroyers. Beyond hardware, Japan provides training and intelligence, building human capacity, and ensuring the Philippines can maximize its new assets. Japanese personnel work closely with Filipino counterparts, sharing best practices in patrol, rescue, and naval operations. This transfer of knowledge is as valuable as the equipment itself. Japan's comprehensive approach, planes, ships, and training, signals a long-term commitment to Philippine security. It's a partnership built to last. The signing of the Reciprocal Access Agreement, or RAA, is a game-changer for Japan-Philippine security ties. The RAA paves the way for larger, more frequent joint military exercises and breaks down legal barriers to deep cooperation. Japanese ships can now dock in Philippine ports, and troops can train together on Philippine soil and in its waters. This constant interaction builds interoperability, essential in any crisis. For Japan, the Philippines joins an exclusive group of partners, highlighting its strategic importance. For the Philippines, the RAA provides another layer of deterrence against aggression. The increased presence of Japanese forces sends a clear message to China. The agreement is reciprocal, allowing Filipino forces to train in Japan and learn from one of the world's most advanced militaries. This fosters deeper personal connections and trust between the two defense establishments. When soldiers train together, they build bonds that go beyond diplomacy. The RAA elevates the partnership to a new level of strategic alignment. It's the glue that will hold this alliance together in the years to come. New equipment and training are transforming the Philippine Navy's ability to defend the archipelago. Once hamstrung by an aging fleet, the Navy now benefits from Japanese-supplied ships and surveillance aircraft. With long-range surveillance, the Navy can see and respond to threats across its vast maritime domain. Instead of speculative patrols, ships are now directed to hotspots identified by aircraft. This targeted approach saves resources and increases the chances of intercepting illegal actors. The new assets boost morale, instilling pride and professionalism among sailors and pilots. Knowing they have reliable equipment, and Japan's backing transforms their mission from hopeless defiance to credible deterrence. This renewed confidence is palpable throughout the ranks. Strengthening the Navy is about upholding international law, not starting a war. The 2016 Hague ruling favored the Philippines, but enforcement requires real capability. With Japan's help, the Philippines is developing the means to assert its rights. The goal: make the cost of aggression too high for Beijing. It's about defending sovereignty through credible defense and deterrence. Filipino sailors and Coast Guard personnel face constant danger in the West Philippine Sea. Their missions are high stakes, with Chinese vessels employing gray zone tactics, coercive actions just below open conflict. These include ramming, water cannons, lasers, and swarming maneuvers. For the crew of a small Philippine vessel, the appearance of a massive Chinese ship is terrifying. The risk of collision or escalation is ever present. Filipino crews must show discipline and restraint, defending sovereignty with bravery. Japan's support is vital. Larger, more capable patrol vessels can better withstand Chinese harassment. Modern communication systems ensure real-time reporting and global awareness. The presence of these ships signals that the Philippines is not a pushover. Intelligence sharing and joint training with Japan help Filipino crews anticipate and counter Chinese tactics. This support doesn't eliminate danger, but it equips the Philippines to manage it more effectively. The lifeline to outposts like Ayungin Shoal remains open, and the Philippine flag continues to fly. The Japan-Philippines partnership is forged through constant, hands-on cooperation. Joint military exercises like Sama-Sama and Kamandag are now regular, growing in scale and complexity. These drills build interoperability. Sailors, pilots, and commanders learn to operate together seamlessly. When Japanese and Philippine ships meet at sea, they're partners, not strangers. This practical cooperation transforms diplomatic agreements into a living alliance. Intelligence sharing is another critical pillar. Japan's advanced surveillance and intelligence capabilities give the Philippines early warnings about Chinese movements. This information allows the Philippines to be proactive, positioning assets strategically and preparing for confrontations. Secure communication channels and regular consultations deepen trust. Japan's willingness to share sensitive intelligence shows how integral Philippine security is to Tokyo. This flow of information is a powerful force multiplier. It's what makes the alliance real and effective. The Japan-Philippines partnership is sending ripples across the Indo-Pacific. It's a model for how middle powers can counterbalance coercion from larger neighbors. Other Southeast Asian nations, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, are watching closely. The success of this partnership could inspire a network of security arrangements among like-minded maritime nations. This flexible minilateralism builds collective security without a rigid alliance structure. Japan, as a trusted and powerful actor, is positioned to be the hub of such a network. The South China Sea is a vital global waterway. Trillions in trade pass through each year. Any conflict here would have catastrophic global consequences. By upholding freedom of navigation and the rule of law, Japan and the Philippines act as custodians of this global commons. Their partnership contributes directly to global economic stability. It also complements the U.S. alliance system, creating a more resilient network of allies. A stronger Philippines and a proactive Japan ease the burden on American forces. The Japan-Philippines axis is becoming a critical pillar of Indo-Pacific stability. The alliance with Japan is transforming the Philippines' strategic posture. It's not about confrontation, but credible defense, standing up for rights and sovereignty. New ships, planes, and training give the Philippines the tools to do just that. The psychological impact of Japan's support empowers Manila to engage Beijing from a position of strength. The partnership enables assertive transparency, documenting and publicizing Chinese aggression to rally international support. Japan's technical and diplomatic backing gives the Philippines a stronger voice on the world stage. The Reciprocal Access Agreement will deepen integration and lead to more complex exercises. Technology and equipment transfers will continue, building a modern defense force. This is a long-term investment in a shared future. The bond between Tokyo and Manila will shape the Indo-Pacific for decades. The goal is peace, not war, a stable order where all nations can prosper. By strengthening the Philippines, Japan helps deter aggression and prevent conflict. This partnership is a testament to the enduring quest for a peaceful, rules-based world.